time when I lived in a neighborhood. Really, I did. I knew my neighbors and they knew me. See, not always by name, but we'd acknowledge each other with a smile if we were happy, frown if we were annoyed, and sometimes just a simple nod and a hello. Just because that's what neighbors do. You see, we'd see each other at the, bodega, the dry cleaners, the butcher, the bookstore, and the like.
At the nail shop, the beauty salon. We knew each other's children and they knew us. In some cases, we grew up on the same block. There were nights when the hallways were mopped, the trash was empty, and the stoop was swept.
Or not. We didn't live in New Rochelle like Robin Lord Hedrick. Or some deluxe apartment in the sky. We had 5, 6, 7 floor walk-ups, roaches, mice, cracked plaster, faulty wiring, warped floors, stairs that were barely passing the housing code, windows that opened depending upon the ebb and flow of the city's humidity.
And at the mercy of the junkies, boosters, con men, con women, hopheads, crackheads, winos, and knuckleheads in general, one had to negotiate daily on who owned the hallways in the winter or the stoops and the roofs in the summer.
Oh man, sitting on a roof on a hot summer night, ooh, smoking some Buddha, and listening to some Tito Puente.
Prince and Miles Davis,
Celia Cruz, Donna Summer,
Lou Reed, Boss Guy,
The Boss, MJ, Patti Smith, or just singing a cappella with your homies. That was those summer nights. But in the winter,
it was nothing to come in from the cold and wind, greeted by 2 or 3 familiar faces, escaping the cold, sharing a sip or two of night train, a puff or a needle. Yeah, that was life in the LES. We kind of knew our neighborhood junkies back in the day too. I know this is gonna sound kind of strange, but there are times when I actually miss them.
Again.
Or not.
One thing that has remained true, the artist. The community breeds artists and activists. It's our survival, our touchstone, our airspace. There was a time when you couldn't pay folks to come out here, unless it was for art, drugs, or some other kind of action.
Yeah, but once the word got out that the people were hip, the clubs were hot, and the rent was cheap, whew. City, state, and corporate carpetbaggers came a-sniffing. Man, did they ever. Our homes became targets for urban renewal. Now, this isn't the first time the LES became a target for the speculators, a land so rich with diversity and culture that they can't help but bring on confusion. To whet their beaks, it always starts with them reaching for a small piece. They call this move urban renewal, but we know what it really is.
Gentrification! Call it what it really is. Gentrification!